Look at that. That's when you know you've been in the line a lot. Cotton balls crammed up the nostrils. Jackson knocks it out of bounds, stays with the Golden Eagles.
So we get a look at Benet back in the game now. Again, the question is, you know, which version of Benet do we see? The athletic, aggressive Benet or a concerned about fouling out Benet?
Yeah. He scored 10 points extremely quickly in the first half. Five to shoot. Weeks has to go to work. He can't get around Tunkara, shoots and misses. Rebound for Hampton. Here's Chama in space, gives it to the trailing Harmon. That's short, out of bounds to Arkansas State.
Hampton doesn't pull that one in, but he keeps that ball alive by getting on the offensive boards there.
So you got the second longest tenured head coach and Coach Ladner, first year head coach Ryan Pinot squaring off against each other for the second time this season. Chama tried to cut to the bucket, pass was intercepted. Here's Brumfield. Brumfield powers it up and in. That was a good contest by Harmon, better finish by Brumfield.
It really was. Harmon goes straight up there, and Brumfield still able to finish in the air.
Hampton on the baseline. Cycles it up top to Chama. Jackson gets downhill. Got the contact, misses the layup, rebound for Lewis. Here's Weeks, he has size over Chama and draws the foul. The third on Arkansas State, it's the second on Chama.
Yeah, Weeks got the mismatch there at Chama. He backed him down. And you know what I love about that play there is Weeks, you could sense he knew that Chama was probably going to try to, I don't like to use the word flop, but yeah, flop, try to draw an offensive foul there, which would be Chama's advantage. And Weeks was really cautious in the way he backed him down smartly.
Because Chama got the charge in the first
That's
half.
correct. If you go lowering your shoulder there, Chama's going to get the foul on you, but Weeks didn't. He was very cautious in the way he backed him down. Great move.
Caldwell and Ellingsworth back on the floor for Arkansas State. So we've touched on free throws a lot. Weeks really excels at this. He's top 16 in the country in free throw attempts, second most in the Sun Belt. But this is only his second trip to the line tonight. Misses them both. Rebound for Caldwell. Chama looking on the baseline to the cutting Hampton.
Chama got a mismatch there. Actually had Benet switched on him, took him off the dribble, and then made a really good find there with the bounce pass.
Pass punched out by Arkansas State.
Yeah, good again. He had the advantage, took Benet off the dribble, and then kept his eyes up. Hampton, great read and backdoor cut for the layup.
See if they go to Benet. In the corner to Weeks. Weeks matched up with Ellingsworth. Trying to navigate around a pass deflected. Ellingsworth chasing after it. Out of bounds to Arkansas State. Yeah, if you're sitting courtside and you see 6'8", 230-pound Jackson Ellingsworth racing your way, look out. And for the second time tonight, Southern Miss wants a challenge because they thought this was deflected off of Arkansas State.
Yeah, they immediately started thinking that. And yeah, I don't feel like it's anything that's like it's set in stone. The officials are intentionally doing it, but you can read their faces. You can see that they know what's coming, and they're just not as quick to put the ball in bounds as normal.
Chama looking for his first points in the second half. Here's Benet. He's got 4 fouls. He's guarding Ellingsworth. Ellingsworth goes right at him. They let him play, and then Chama draws the foul on Brandon. His second, third on Southern Miss. Chama was just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, right place, right time, you're right. He gets the offensive rebound, then goes up with it quickly and draws the foul.
So he still has not made a field goal. So 82% this season at the line for Joey Chama. And that's just a tough break for Brandon. He had no idea Chama was directly behind him.
It is. That's what I said earlier. The first half, towards the end of the foul by Weeks, is you guys are still going to dive on the floor and play hard, but those are things that are going to happen. But they're dangerous to happen when you're in as much foul trouble as they are.
Here's Benet going to work at Ellingsworth, his first points in the second half.
It seems like forever since we saw that, and it has been. We saw that early in the game, 10 straight points, or 10 early points for Benet in the first half.
And Hampton going right at Benet on the other end, and Benet with the 4 fouls backed off. Driving baseline with a jam, Tyler Weeks up to 17 to lead all scores. Caldwell tries a 3, that's way off the mark. Chama can keep it alive. Southern Miss basketball. So Jalen Hampton with that bucket records a double-double. He's got 11 and 10.
Yeah, Benet kind of screened off Ellingsworth there to let Weeks drive in there for the layup and dunk. Another case where how discouraging that is. You get the good score, Benet gets the score by Southern Miss, and before you can even blink,
right,
Hampton's at the other end with the layup.
Golden Eagles are 7 for 8 shooting in this half. Shot clock's at 8. Brumfield, he's double teamed. Benet in the paint, he's fouled. The 4th on Arkansas State. This one on TJ Caldwell, his first. Benet will head to the line for the first time tonight for Southern Miss, trying to cut into this Arkansas State lead.